Whether the streets of New York or in our very own school cafeteria, there's one food in common, and that is pizza. Today we are going to be talking about the history of pizza, how we can make it, and also the social benefit that it has. Pizza was originally founded in Naples, Italy in the 1800s, but it wasn't always pizza. It was actually flatbread. This food was popular with the locals because it was a very poor place to live and they didn't have much money to spend. And these flatbreads were very inexpensive and they had lots of good toppings that they all enjoyed, like anchovies, tomatoes, olive oil, and mozzarella, of course. Then in the 1900s, it would finally come to America where we would put our own twist on the food and have the New York style and Chicago style and many others, but this is the most common. Now, let's demonstrate how you're going to make these pizzas. First, we're going to want to open up the box, get out our toppings, this is our dough. So this is pretty much the foundation of the pizza and our sauce. The second most important part, because the sauce makes the pizza even better. When we sauce these pizzas, we want to make sure we have an easy, nice circle around the food where there's space left for the crust to grow when we put it in the oven. So we're going to get our sauce, try to get it as evenly as possible, spread it around with some pepperonis since I don't have a spoon with me, but that'll work. Put our toppings on, like so, and finally we're going to add our cheese. Not the most best looking pizza for the time that I have, but it will do. But there's a lot of steps that we missed because, well, I can't make a whole pizza here, but at Pizza Counter we can. So first, the real steps are we're going to want to grab our dough from the dough bucket and weigh it out, depending on the size of pizza. So for our pizza size, we have our mini, which is 5 ounces, small, which is 10, medium, which is 17, and finally the large, which is 24. And we're going to dough it up, that way it's easier to fit into the machine, like so, and roll it out. Then we're going to throw it on the screen, like so, and dock it. Docking makes it so won't cause the pizza to bubble up when it's in the oven, making it look unappealing and just not as well and not as tasty. Then finally, we'll put it in the oven and let it bake. But there's no correct baking time because if you put it in different spots in the oven, it's going to be at a different temperature. So it's really just on the appearance and how it looks. Let's talk about how it benefits society. Pizza is actually a healthy option according to Insider.com because it has an average of 12 grams of protein per slice, which is crazy to think about, but it can also be a perfect food because it has your carbohydrates, protein, vegetables, and even fruit if you like pineapple. Then you can also make this food a little bit healthier by going light on the cheese. That way you're producing less grease on the pizza. And lastly, we have thin crust. Due to the pizza being made with dough, there's a lot of carbohydrates, which aren't as good for you as you might think. So if you go light on the crust, you won't have as much carbohydrates, and you'll maximize on all the other essential ingredients. Today we went over the history of pizza, how it's made, and finally, the social benefit. But today wouldn't be complete without a pizza joke. So what's the most important part about a pizza joke, you might wonder? Anybody? The delivery, of course. But I don't think that got you as happy as this pizza would. So let's all dig in and enjoy our food.